You cannot write insensible, you cannot be insensible. There should be sense and sensibility while you write this answer. So these either of those questions can be asked. And next. Hello everyone, I'm Soni Puwamma yet again with a new session of Q&A. Love is a universal language. Love has all the themes to discuss. Before we jump on to the Q&A session, here comes a declaration as it says that you should have the videos watched and a text along. I request all the parents to check on their videos watched on their wards as well, because it's futile that you sit without an audio and video and sometimes with the text also. Keep your mobiles in silence and concentrate what it is, because Vidyashram always believes in helping you. And we are just a touch away. Touch on the island and Vidyashram is at your service, helping you all gain the knowledge that you ought to be. Here's Vidyashram for you, again bringing you a new session on Q&A and that sunny morning. Before going on to, here you are introduced as well to the authors of the play. This is actually a play. These are the playwrights. If I told you author, it's only to give an introduction. They are the playwrights and comes out with a thought. And this is not taken from any Google wherein I have put it out my thoughts onto it. So how does that read? Every dawn brings hope. So here dawn is related to hope, and hope transforms our living. Gandhi ji had to say this, Ummeed se duniya kayam. Every sunshine comes out with a hope. We just have to understand what are our expectations and how is that we reveal our success to it. Every time, every hope, every sunlight are interlinked. We just have to understand what is what, and then we have to move with optimism. So no life is without hope. Let's hope for the best, and without further ado, here you have the 1 mark comprehension. I would have told you this is pertaining to your examination. I'll prepare you for the best. You have to prepare yourself for the worst. Here's what I have to discuss for the day. You have the comprehension 1, and that's 1 mark questions. How do that read? Do you think? Do you is a derivation of your opinion. Do you think Laura? Who is Laura? Laura is the lady protagonist of the play A Sunny Morning. She is introduced to us in the park. If you remember the video, I've told you, if there is no videos alongside the text to watch, it becomes difficult. Was a regular visitor. Where is that to? To the park. What makes you think so? You cannot write insensible, you cannot be insensible. There should be sense and sensibility while you write this answer. So what is the question? The question is if Laura was a regular visitor to the park. If so, how do you think so? So what should be the answer? You are introduced to the pigeons wherein she is feeding. It means that the pigeons are familiar to her. And also she is familiar to pigeon, and she is very much acquainted with the park as well. She has a seat reserved and she is very reluctant to let go the seat. So it terms that she has that audacity to term that I'm a regular visitor to the park and this is what I owe. So there is many instances to showcase also, this being one of those. So what does this say? See here, as soon as she enters the park, she says that she is happy to be there that morning. When it says that morning, it's a continuity of many mornings. Every dawn she would have visited the park and park would have welcomed her as amiable as it should be. She says that she had feared that her seat would be occupied. Which seat she is talking about? Had fear. Why fear? While she is very new to the park. If she was very new to the park, she would have been scared of that. She wouldn't have to be frightened about. But now she is scared that her seat would be occupied. It means that she is very much acquainted with the seat and she has been welcomed by the park very amiably. Next. Why are Don Gonzalo? Now who is Don Gonzalo? He's a protagonist, a male character, and Laura. So these both are the protagonists of the play A Sunny Morning, annoyed with each other. If you take the conditions, if you take the storyline, if you have watched my video, you'd see what makes them annoyed and what keeps them in guilt. And what is that happens in the end when they learn that they are the love life to each other. Once upon a time, they were beloved to each other, they were in love, and what happened? What drifted their paths? They have parted their ways. and again they cross their path. These are the frequent words that I have used in my explanation. So why are they annoyed at the very first start? Only because despite her warning, he scares away the bird. So what birds are they referring to? They are referring to pigeon. You can either stop here or you can, she's complaining about some birds which were feeding in public park. So you can choose either of those, neither of the completing, and also you can add the feeding onto the pigeons. So the time Gonzalo enters the park, the pigeon flew away, and that what scares even Laura also. She is in anxiety, she is very impulsive and abuses or rebukes Don Gonzalo. When I say rebuke, rebuke in the sense annoy someone, or to scold someone is rebuke. Scold can be the lucid word or a very simple term. In the other way around, when you say rebuke, it holds the weightage. Next, third question. Donna Laura reads without her glasses. This might be very abrupt question, a very sudden question. But yes, referring to the play, they might ask you the question also. Donna Laura. So who is Donna Laura? Laura's full name is Donna Laura. Reads without her glasses. What does the term glasses mean? Glasses means that she is old. It doesn't mean that only old or the elderly characters use glasses, but yet in the reference to the play, it is that they are aged. She knows every word by heart. She knows every word by heart of what? Of the particular letter that she is reading. So now obscure, that's why we normally tell you to have kept the videos watched, and you will have to have the text already read. Because in my previous classes, I would have discovered that this is what I have to be doing, and you will have to imbibe one. Next question, Gonzalo. So who is Gonzalo? I'm talking about the protagonist. And Laura again keep up humorous conversation because they have the same temperament. We say Rab ne bana di jodi. How can Rab do the jodis? Only because of the mentality or the temperament. If two people has a compatibility, that's only the reason because of their temperament, of their character and their behavior. And that's what makes a difference here also. So why are they very humorous? How did they indulge? How did they indulge in the conversation? Because they have the same temperament. It means that they both replicate in their thoughts. So they are made for each other in simple terms. But they did unite? They haven't. Next, Laura and Gonzalo's friendly conversation begins with, haven't I explained you this in the video classes? It's a pinch of snuff. What is a snuff? Snuff is a tobacco, or it's an inhaler, wherein most of the time it's only elder who use the snuff so that they can avoid their sneeze. So in the way of wicks what we use normally, snuff is also a tobacco. It's a tobacco, and I have given you the statutory declaration also that all characters in this play are fictitious and bear no resemblance to any person living or dead. And also tobacco is injurious to health. I am not endorsing anything such. Remember? If not, go back to the video and watch, and you must. Next. The same sort of question can be asked also. What actually brings about peace? They started fighting as soon as they meet. And also what is that gives them the friendship? Given an example, I told you that much can happen over a cup of coffee. A cafe coffee day taglines, isn't it? So here, much happened with that of a pinch of snuff. So this is another way of explaining that they were destined to meet each other after many years. They would have crossed their paths while they were youth. In their youth, they would have crossed their paths. And again, now they have been coming across, and in the middle, crossing their paths and coming together, they parted their ways. While they parted their ways, their life wouldn't have been as much as of a fairy tale. While we have to see the whole play like that. So these either of those questions can be asked. And next, Gonzalo does not reveal his identity. Identity plays a very pivotal role. The whole of the play revolves around their identity, which is never veiled. Yet they will realize that they are true identities, but in mystery. Because he looks grotesque and old. So what is the meaning of grotesque? Grotesque in the sense very scary. very scary and very awful, in a very gothic manner, in a very horror manner. So what is the question? Gonzalo does not reveal his identity. Why? Is it only the beauty that matters? According to Gonzalo, yes, because while he was young, he was very charming. He is described to be very, very charming. But as he started shrinking with age, as he started advancement with his age, how did he become? He started looking grotesque and old. Grotesque is nothing but very scary, or in simple words, awful. Awful, it also comes to taste. Yuck, the cake is very awful, or the cake tastes very awful is what it states. Next, who had occupied Gonzalo's usual bench in the park? 3 priests. So, when it talks about usual, does that also mean that he was regular there in the park? For that, you need to watch the video as well as the text. In my case, if I have to answer you here, if it is my duty, I would say yes. So, who had occupied his seat? It is 3 priests. That's why he happened to come and sit in the place where Laura stands. Next, where is the park in the play? What is the situation there? They are meeting in a park. What is the background setting? It is Madrid. Madrid is the capital in Spain. It's a capital in Spain and we normally pronounce it as Madrid. It's not Madrid, it's Madrid. And next, where are we taking to? Now it's comprehension 2. So what sort of question can be asked? Why do Donna Laura understand and Don Gonzalo? Don't get confused. It is Donna and it is Don, not this Don. It's only the name. Gonzalo spin fictitious stories. What is the meaning of spin? They knit, they start with the fictitious. What is fictitious? Which is not real. Why did they thread the fictitious, unreal, a fake story about themselves? Why? Because they were guilty. The time they realized that she is the one and I am the one, their guilt would have emerged to that extent that they did not want to reveal their identity. So what would have happened? For that, I believe that you need to read the text. So I just can help you with points while talking about this. They would have parted their ways. They would have lied to each other. If it was a true love, they would have crossed their paths again. But no, Laura had to marry another man of their choice. And Gonzalo eloped with another ballet dancer. So in the other way around, was their love fake? Why didn't they retribute all the consequences or the bad consequences of fate? And then they had to be ill-treated by themselves. It means that they are completely shrouded in guilty. And next, bring out the feelings of Laura. And what is the feeling that they have? As an elderly lady or an elderly man, what is the feelings that he can acquire or she can acquire as they leave the park? They promise to meet each other. And how do you write the answer for this? You have to start from the very start. You will have to start from the very start. Oxymoron, right? In the sense that you will have to narrate from the beginning. The time he enters the park, the time he sees her, they annoyed each other. They rebuked each other. They were reluctant to even face each other, and only a pinch of sniff got them together. They started narrating their stories in terms of their cousins. He says that Gonzalo was my cousin. She says that she was my friend's friend, something of such. They knit stories and they are guilty now because they can't answer, why haven't I turned up? Laura, why did not you wait for me? Or Laura asking, Gonzalo, why is it you did not come back? I have been waiting. Why? But in the end, why they left the park, they realized that they were lying to each other. And they know that he is Gonzalo and Gonzalo know that she is Laura. And that's where it takes. So, and with this, with the pattern of question paper, where do we stand? In the 1 mark question, you have the multiple choice questions. In the play, A Sunny Morning, hope you will remember this. The Silver Maiden, what is the meaning of Silver Maiden? Who is derived to be Silver Maiden? It is Gonzalo who terms Donna Laura to be the Silver Maiden. He says that she was a flawless woman in town. There were no woman who was as attractive as Donna Laura. So now she is known as Silver Maiden. Whom does she refer to? It refers to Donna Laura. Even without options also you ought to remember. So where do we stand in the 4 mark question? We stand here. In the 16th one, what account does Don Gonzalo give Donna Laura about his cousin's life after the duel? So what is the duel? It's a fight. or in the sense that the consequences. What does he say? What is that he tries to convince her with? He says that Don Gonzalo was my cousin. In the other way around, he himself is Don Gonzalo. And I think you will reckon this. And what does he say? He says that he was in a war and he was martyred. He sacrificed his life. He was such a patriot that he sacrificed his life in the war. So thou calling himself as guilty. So this is where we stand. 16th question as it marks also. And next, here is all for you. That's where all it brings is thank you, and thank you. Here's Vidyashram for you. Standard written on learning. Take care.